Oh, sorry. Yeah, hi everyone. Welcome to our channel, Stats Magic. Now we are dealing NET syllabus, UGC NET JRF videos. So we are dealing paper 1 and unit 1, teaching aptitude and research aptitude. So in teaching aptitude, the paper 1 is the teaching aptitude and research aptitude it is called as, but the first unit is teaching aptitude and research aptitude is the second unit. So here we are dealing unit 1 teaching aptitude. We have already completed levels of teaching in the previous video, MLT, memory level and understanding level of teaching ULT, and reflective level of teaching RLT. So now here we are moving into the next topic, which is the variables of teaching. Okay, it is the variables of teaching. So let's see, under variables of teaching there are three variables, which is dependent variable and independent variable and intervening variables. So here under variables of teaching, dependent variable is the student, obviously. See, because student is usually dependent upon the teacher. Yes, student or learner is usually dependent upon the teacher, whereas the independent variable is the teacher, because teacher has more flexibility or independence to choose the topic and the method of teaching, how to improve the student, and by understanding the student psychology and student nature, he or she, the teacher, will decide like how to go about making him understand or motivating him or guiding him in the right direction for their growth. Okay, so that's why teacher is the independent variable, whereas in order for the teacher to deliver or to instruct or to teach to the student or learner, in between there are some variables are there. They are called as intervening variables. So that may be content. So the first and foremost thing is content. What content is being delivered by the teacher to the student? So that is the content becomes the intervening variable. And also various methods and techniques used by the teacher, tactics and strategies, management of instructional material. This is the material, teaching environment. So all this. So now I am having a board and these markers, whiteboard markers and duster, this camera and this books, the study material books and pens. All this becomes the intervening variable, because as a teacher, here I am a teacher and you are listening, you are the learners or students. So in order for me to communicate whatever I want to deliver to you, so first and foremost, whatever the content I am teaching, this content is important. So that is the content. And methods, the way I am teaching, the techniques I am using here, board or pen. So all this, whatever the aids or help that we are taking, aids to teaching, that means whatever the help we are taking in this form of various materials or content, all these are called intervening variables. The methods are used for teaching, the techniques are used, tactics, strategies, management of instructional material, teaching environment, etc. So all this comes under intervening variables. Okay, so always remember, student is the dependent variable and teacher is the independent variable, and there are intervening variables. Now moving here, basic requirements of teaching. So in order for the teaching process to take place, in order for the teaching process to occur, what are the basic requirements? See, first one is the three variables of teaching. First one is three variables of teaching. Three variables of teaching. First one is three variables of teaching. That means these are the three variables. So that's why I have kept like this. So these three variables, that is dependent variable, independent variable, intervening variable. That means student, teacher, and all these intervening variables form the first requirement. Three variables, because obviously first they should be there in order for the teaching to take place. So they are the three variables of teaching. That is the requirement one. Next, second, professionalism. So professionalism, how professionalism has to be maintained on the part of the teacher as well as the student also, and suitable environment. Of course, environment it is covered under intervening variables also, but here also they are telling it separately. Suitable environment is also basic requirement, because a classroom environment should be there, or a school or a college. So all that environment should be there to facilitate a proper delivery by the teacher to the student to take place. Next, teacher-student relationship. So here also teacher-student relationship is also basic requirement, because there should be some form of communication and some professional or academic relationship between the teacher and student is required. So whenever teacher wants to say something, he or she should be freely able to tell to the student, and also student at the same time student should also be in the receiving mode from the teacher, and also discussion and asking questions to each other. So all that comes under student teacher relationship. Next, students discipline. Obviously students discipline is very much required for the teacher to guide him or mentor him properly. Next, teachers devotion and students devotion. So teachers devotion towards teaching. So towards teaching profession, a teacher should be passionate or devoted to that, towards that profession or towards that job. Similarly, students devotion is also towards learning is very much required. So all this comes under the basic requirements of teaching. So next here we need to know what is teaching, conditioning, because they are usually we see it as a similar words, but there is difference between among them. So one is teaching, one is conditioning, training, instruction, indoctrination. So what is teaching basically means to bring changes in the behavior of students. So teaching is to bring changes in the behavior of students. Conditioning, to improve the learning skills of students. So here conditioning is mainly about learning skills. That means to improve the learning skills of students. Training, shaping behavior and conduct. So how they are behaving, how the students are behaving, how they are conducting, their attitudes and also that comes under training, shaping the behavior and conduct. Instruction, acquisition of knowledge. So instruction is like only giving instructions or taking instructions, means mainly giving knowledge or gaining knowledge. So that is purely acquisition of knowledge. Indoctrination, formation of belief or beliefs. Indoctrination means formation of beliefs. So these are the changes you need to know. Next, there are 4 modern concepts of teaching. 4 modern concepts of teaching. So in that, questioning is there, discussion is there, investigation is there, expression is there. So this is important. I will read that one by one actually, because that is important. Okay. So here questioning, here AB is there, in expression ABCD, again 4 points are there. So 4 modern concepts of teaching are questioning, discussion, investigation, expression. Questioning, discussion, investigation, expression. Questioning means teacher should ask questions to the students in order to know or in order to assess whether a student understood the concept or not. Either in between the class, as she or he is delivering the class to the students, they need to ask questions so that the teacher will understand whether the students are paying attention or not, whether they are getting or not. And also after completing the lessons or units also, they will be asking the questions. Okay. At the same time, students also should ask their questions and doubts to the teachers freely in order to get clarification on the subject knowledge and the subject concepts. Okay. So questioning has 2 parts, teacher to the student and teacher asking the students and also student asking questions to the teacher. That is. Next, discussion, investigation, expression. Okay. So now I will read discussion. Discussion clears the doubts of the students and enhances their ability of expressing opinions. So expression of opinions comes under discussion. So discussion is that only, whatever the content is there among the teachers and the students, discussion will be going on. So there the doubts will be raised there also. In questioning also, students asking questions and doubts to the teacher also. Then discussion also. Discussion means questioning is including discussion also. Discussion means there will be both sides asking questions by the students to the teacher and teacher to the students, like that. Okay. But questioning is morely like one to one. He may ask one student at a time. Discussion is among, it's like continuous. Whoever has their opinions, they can freely raise their opinions and express one by one. So that is the discussion. So it clears the doubts of the students and enhances their ability of expressing opinions. For this purpose, class may be divided into groups also. So group A, group B, group C, like that they will be divided and discussion will be started. The teacher will direct discussion in such a way that pupils will be encouraged to express their opinions freely and independently. After the discussion, the teacher will classify the main points raised and sort them out into some order. So all the points which are raised in the discussion, the teacher will conclude them. Next, investigation. Investigation may be individual or group and includes the presentation of information by the teacher. Investigation will be followed by expression. So after investigation, then expression will come. So investigation will be followed by expression, which may be written, spoken, or visual and concrete. Okay, after investigation, it will be followed by expression, and expression may be written, spoken, or visual and concrete. Next, expression. This is the last step of teaching. So expression is the last step of teaching. It will be in the form of practical activities under 4 headings. So it will be, expression will be in the form of practical activities. So practical activities are all expression only under 4 headings. One is passive, active, artistic, organizational activities. So one is passive expression or active expression, artistic expression, and organizational activities. So these are the 4 modern concepts of teaching. Okay. Then I will read like few important points also under this variables and basic requirements. So under basic requirements, we need to know that. So as we have seen the teachers, because 3 variables are there, no? Basic requirements of teaching. In this first 3 variables are there: student, teacher, and intervening variables are there. And then we have this professionalism, environment, teacher-student relationship, disciplines of the student, and devotion of teacher and student towards teaching and learning. So now we'll see this teacher, and under teacher, one important point is, since it is the age of science and technology, the teacher ought to have a sound knowledge of science and technology. That means the teacher should have a sound knowledge of science and technology, because it is the age of science and technology. He or she should therefore use the latest means of media communication in the process of teaching. So they should use the whatever the latest advanced communication is there. So they should use for the teaching process in order to effectively communicate to the students. That is the thing. That's why now this online teaching or this making of these videos is also is happening on a large scale, because this is the order of the day. Is the order of the day where we have to use all the technology in this video format of making videos or Zoom meetings, Google meetings. Through Zoom and Google also classes are being taken, especially in the COVID time, since there is no going out and meeting and all. Many people coming together, it's a dangerous thing to do. Even if one person have the virus, it may spread to many. So those fears are there, and even government has given the instructions and the rules also. So that time, like it has increased at a large scale, these online classes. Okay, now that is one thing. So that is the important point under basic requirement of teaching. And teacher, what should the teacher do? So using the modern techniques and methods of communication. Next, the learner. Under learner, the learners may be categorized as the students of, so the learners may be categorized as the students of primary school. So one is primary school students, next elementary school students, secondary school students, senior secondary school, college, and the university. Okay, that is the thing. Next, environment. Under environment, the important points are, the learner's growth and all-round development are the main objectives of teaching. So here they are telling what are the main objectives of teaching. One is learner's growth, that means student growth, and all-round development. Students' growth and all-round, not only in academics, academic, non-academic, cultural activities, everything, sports and all. So overall their development of the students at emotional level, at social level, academic level. So like this, various levels will be there. So at all levels, development is required. That's why it's called as all-round development. In physical level also, physical, mental and all. Physical, mental, emotional, social. So those points also will be coming later. So main objectives of teaching are learners' growth and all-round development. Next, learners are not passive objects. See here, the students are not passive objects. They are not objects. They are not passive objects. For long, the child or the learner was viewed as a natural or given category. So they are viewed as just a given category. They are there like that. It is not correct. This undermines the importance of the fact that the development of learner is intimately linked to changes in the socio-cultural and historical conditions in a given society. So if we take child as a passive object, then we won't give importance to the fact that development of the learner is intimately linked to changes in socio-cultural and historical conditions. So that's why student is not a passive object. and his development is intimately linked, that means very much linked to changes in socio-cultural and historical conditions in a given society. So in a given society, what are the historical conditions and what are the socio-cultural situations, they directly or intimately influence the development of the learner or the student. So that point should be noted. And teaching as a profession, I will learn this, I will read this. Teaching as a profession. Profession, here we have no professionalism is also basic requirement of teaching. So what is professionalism? Let us understand deeply. Professionalism is a complex and elusive concept. It is dynamic and fluid. It is not static. It is dynamic and fluid. The certified teacher is the essential element in the delivery of instruction to students, regardless of the mode of instruction. So whatever the mode of instruction may be, but a certified teacher is an important element in delivering instruction to students. A teacher has professional knowledge and skills gained through formal preparation and experience. Teachers provide personal, caring service to students by diagnosing their needs and by planning, selecting and using methods and evaluation procedures designed to promote learning. The processes of teaching include understanding and adhering to legal and legislative framework and policy. The process of teaching include understanding and adhering to legal and legislative frameworks and policies, identifying and responding to student learning needs, providing effective and responsive instruction, assessing and communicating student learning, developing and maintaining a safe, respectable environment conducive to student learning, establishing and maintaining professional relationships, and engaging in reflective professional practice. These processes must be free of discriminatory practices. So there should not be any discrimination. Every student and all, everything should be treated equally. The process must be free of discriminatory practices and should contribute to the holistic development of students who are actively engaged, responsible, and contributing members of a democratic society. So all this comes under teaching as a profession. Okay, so that's all for this video. Variables of teaching, the three variables: dependent is the student or learner, independent variable is teacher, and there are intervening variables also. So under basic requirements of teaching also, all these variables are covered. Along with that, suitable environment is there, professionalism is there, the student discipline is there, teacher-student relationship is there, teacher's devotion towards teaching and students' devotion towards learning is there. Then we have what is teaching, conditioning, training, instruction, indoctrination. Indoctrination is formation of belief. Instruction is merely acquisition of knowledge. Conditioning to improve learning skills. So whenever it is conditioning, understand improving and learning skills of students. And training and teaching, in this both the word behavior is used. Training is shaping the behavior and conduct, but teaching is even more broad, changes in the behavior of students. In the fundamental behavior of the students itself, to bring changes, that is teaching, whereas training is shaping the behavior and conduct, how their attitudes are, how they are behaving, how they are conducting. So that is the trend. So teaching is overall, the teaching is a more broader concept. So teaching is a broader concept than all of this, right? Then four modern concepts of teaching are questioning, discussion, investigation, expression. Questioning, discussion, investigation, and expression, right? So that's all for this under teaching aptitude lesson. Unit 1 teaching aptitude. I think this is lesson 4, I think. So going forward, I will, because the previous 2-3 videos in this unit, I have from the book I have read the contents, and wherever the explanation is required or I felt to explain, I explained that. But it's taking like a lot of time. For few pages only, it's coming into like 3, 4, 5 videos for a few pages only. So I felt this would be better. So all the important things I will be noting down and explaining to you, and some important points I will be underlining, and from there I will be reading to you. So whatever I feel of stressing or giving more importance, I will be giving to you. So overall, this is the content or the structure for today's lesson. So you need to see what is the overall what we discussed and what are the variables included, because here there are high chances multiple choice they will be asking. On the one side they will be giving variables, on the other side they will be giving student is independent intervening variable. Then you have to match the following, like there are multiple choice question is there. Which one among the following is the dependent variable of teaching? So they may give student, teacher, methods of teaching, tactics and strategies. So what is the dependent means student you have to select. So high chance are there. What is the dependent variables of variable of teaching, independent variable of teaching, intervening variable of teaching, match the following kind of thing. So all those things are there, and focus on all those things. Yeah, that's all for this lesson today. See, again I am saying, please watch my videos or our channel videos consistently. I have already stressed upon this. Consistency is the first and most important thing. Consistency is the key to growth. Consistency is the key to success. Even if you are not very much skilled or talented, or if you are unable to remember the concepts also, just stay consistent, man. Just stay consistent. See, wherever you are putting your attention, wherever you are dipping your mind, whatever, I mean, around which things or whatever the content you are putting in, that automatically that gets into your mind, and that's not a thing. Only thing is, if you spend today on this and you again go into other things, you again without consistently getting into this concept again, after like 10 days or 1 month if you come, then it will be lost obviously. Again you have to go through it and read it again, and if you spend less time or 1 or 2 days, the syllabus won't be covered, or 1 unit also won't be covered. That's why consistency, no, you may be talented also. See, even a person talented and highly skillful also, if that person is not consistent, he won't get success. He won't get success. Even if a person is not so talented or skillful, if they are consistent and sincere to learn, and if they are consistent and thriving and persisting, no, daily I have to sit for half an hour or 1 hour or 2 hours on this subject, on this content, on this learning, on this NET syllabus, I have to sit consistently, then those are the persons who will succeed. Consistency is the main thing. Rest everything is secondary. Rest everything will be add on as a complementary other skills and talents. But consistency is the main thing. Through consistency you will gain other things also. So that's the most important anyway. So this much for this video. Yeah, thank you very much.